Hey everyone. First, let me just say what an incredible honor it is to have been chosen by the class of 2026 to speak on our behalf. I know this is a big moment, and I promise to keep this shorter than a cold call on personal jurisdiction, or at least less painful. When we first walked into UHLC, I think most of us were trying very hard to look like we knew exactly what we were doing. We had our laptops, our highlighters, our casebooks, and maybe a vague understanding that thinking like a lawyer would eventually mean something other than being stressed in a more organized way. And then came 1L year. The first set of finals, the outlines, the study groups, the group chats, the moment when you realize that everyone else was also confused, just with better formatting. For a lot of us, law school started with comparison. Who understood the reading, who had the best answer in class, who already had a summer job, who somehow knew what a clerkship was before October. But over time, something shifted. We learned to stop measuring our worth by one grade, one interview, one cold call, or one moment where we felt behind. We learned that being surrounded by smart, driven people does not mean there is less room for us. It means we are in the right place. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, this class became more than a group of people trying to survive law school. We became a community. What I have loved most about the class of 2026 is that we are ambitious without being cutthroat. We are competitive, yes, we are law students after all, but we never let that get in the way of being decent to one another. People shared notes, people checked in, people showed up for student organizations, journals, advocacy teams, clinics, externships, and most importantly, each other. We came from different backgrounds, different life experiences, and different reasons for choosing this profession. Some of us came straight from undergrad, some came from other careers, some balanced law school with families, jobs, leadership, loss, uncertainty, and everything else life decided to throw in for extra credit. But together, we built something real. I've had the privilege of serving the student body for the past 2 years, and that role gave me a front row seat to see just how much this class cares. Not just about grades, jobs, or titles, but about making the Law Center better than we found it. And we did. Of course, we did not get here alone. I'd like to thank Dean Baines for his steadfast leadership and commitment to the growth and success of the Law Center. I'd also like to thank all the other deans, faculty, librarians, LSS professors, advisors, the entire Career Development Office, the Office of Student Affairs, the admissions team, the Building Services team, and every single person who helped make UHLC a place where we could learn, grow, and become lawyers. And to our families, friends, partners, mentors, and support systems, thank you for loving us through law school, which frankly was not always our most charming era. Now we still have one more hurdle ahead. The bar exam is waiting for us in July, lurking in the distance like one final issue spotter. But we are ready for it. We have done hard things before, and we will do this too. And more importantly, the bar exam is not the end of this journey. It's the beginning of the work we came here to do. We are entering this profession at a time when the world needs lawyers who are not only smart, but steady. Lawyers who can advocate fiercely without losing their humanity. Lawyers who can disagree without refusing to listen. Lawyers who understand that the law is not just a set of rules in a casebook, but a system people rely on in moments that often matter most. Our degrees give us opportunity, but they also give us responsibility. We have a responsibility to use what we have learned in a way that makes a positive difference. In our firms, in our courtrooms, in our communities, and in the lives of the people who will one day trust us to help carry their burdens. We will not always agree with each other. We are lawyers, and that would be deeply off-brand. But we can choose to listen before we dismiss, to lead with integrity, to make room for different perspectives, and to keep working toward a better future. So congratulations, class of 2026. We made it through law school. We made it through the casebooks, the finals, the callbacks, the journals, the clinics, the outlining, and the occasional existential crisis in the John M. O. Quinn building. And now we get to go forward, prepared, grateful, and ready to make an impact. Thank you, and congratulations again.